Hey, legal gangsters. This is Sean Lacey, aka Miss Officer, and I am bringing you all this information because I want you to decide for yourself if it's in your best interest to continue to constitutional carry, which is permitless carry, or get your Texas license to carry your LTC. So on the screen, as you can see, this chart is some comparisons. Texas license to carry versus permitless constitutional carry. And right here, we're going to do the protection, a legal protection and a benefit. That this is for the holder, LTC holder, permitless carry, and then the explanation. We'll just go down from there. Okay, Federal Gun Free School Zone Act exemption. If you carry the license, you are exempted. If you permitless carry, no, you are not. LTC holders are exempt from the Federal Gun Free School Zone Act, allowing them to carry within 1,000 feet of a school, including driving near or past schools. Permitless carriers are not exempt and can be federally prosecuted. Campus carry. LTC holders are allowed to concealed only carry, not open carry. Permitless carry, not allowed. LTC holders can legally carry concealed, again, concealed, on public Texas University campuses under Texas Senate Bill 11. Permitless carriers may not carry on campuses. This includes community colleges as well. Carrying in government meetings, certain rooms. Your LTC holder, you are allowed in many meetings unless posted with proper signs. Non-LTC holder or permitless constitutional carry, you are not allowed. LTC holders may carry in certain government meetings, depending on signage and postings. Permitless carriers are excluded entirely. Amusement, amusement parks, hospitals, nursing homes. Permitted if you have a license, unless properly posted. It is prohibited, so no, you can't if you are only a permitless carrier. LTC holders may carry in these places unless posted with 30.06 or 30.07 signs. I'm going to show you all the signs a little bit further down the page. Permitless carry is generally prohibited in these locations under default law, federal law. Protection from arrest in airport secured areas. Yes, for LTC carriers, LTC holders. Yes, if leaving immediately when you're notified. So, in other words, if you accidentally carried a weapon into this location, once notified, you okay if you leave immediately. Permitless carry, nope, you can't do it. LTC holders are given a statutory defense if they unknowingly enter a TSA secured area and promptly leave. Permitless carriers do not have this protection, so you will be arrested. Signage, enforcement, trespass laws. LTC requires a 30.06 for concealed carry or 30.07 for open carry signs with precise language and font sizes. I'll show you the signs again later on down. Um, Permitless carry, 30.05 sign is enough. So the 30.05 sign, it actually is for everyone, permitless and licensed. But if you see that posted, you can't take a weapon into that location. Property owners can prohibit LTC holders only with 30.06 and 30.07 signs. For unlicensed carriers, a basic 30.05 criminal trespass sign suffices. This makes it easier to bar unlicensed carriers. Firearm Purchase Advantage, NCIS background check. So, if you're a licensed carrier, you may skip the federal NICS check when buying a firearm from a dealer. And the NICS check is the National Instant Criminal Background Check System, which instantly checks for felonies, if you're a convicted felon, any other reason that you should not have a weapon. So, if you license, you can skip this check because all that has already been processed on you. That's why you're licensed. If you're unlicensed, you must undergo the background check every single time. Reciprocity in other states. If you're licensed, yes, you're recognized in 30 plus states. In other words, you can carry your weapon in 30 plus states, licensed. Unlicensed, permitless, constitutional carry, no. Only LTC holders have carry privileges outside of Texas in states where reciprocity agreements, with reciprocity agreements. Valid government issued voter ID. LTC holder, yes, LTC is accepted at polling places. Permitless carry, no, because you don't have a license. Texas law accepts and LTC as one of the forms of valid voter identification. Duty to inform law enforcement. Yes, must show both LTC if you're licensed and ID when asked. Permitless, not applicable, but must still obey the officer. LTC holders have a legal duty to present their LTC to an officer when asked for ID. Permitless carriers have no such duty, but law enforcement can still disarm and detain if probable cause exists. And if you all have any questions about anything that um, we're going over right now, just put them in the comments. And my goal is to address it as quick as possible. And one of the reasons I'm doing this right now is because I'm addressing a question that someone asked me. So I just wanted to make it clear because it's on you to decide whether you will constitutional carry or license carry. That's at your discretion. But what I want to do is give you, what can or can't happen based on whatever you decide. All right, okay. Carrying while picking up kids from school. Holder, LTC holder, legal if not entering prohibited buildings. So again, it's legal to pick up your kid from school, legal to have in your car, but if the school buildings say no, you can't, then no, you cannot go in. Permitless of it, no, it's just no, it's a violation of federal law. LTC holders can carry concealed in the parking lot or while in their car when picking up children. Permitless carriers are violating federal law. I want y'all to think about that. That's a big one because even if you drive onto the campus, even if you drive within 1,000 feet of a school and you have a weapon on you, um, you are breaking federal law. So yeah, just want you to think about that. That might be a benefit of going on and getting your LTC, your license to carry. Vehicle carry clarity. License holder may carry in a vehicle openly or concealed, even when stopped by law enforcement. May carry in vehicle openly or concealed, even when stopped by law enforcement. Permitless carry must comply with holster rules and age. This is a question I have been seeing a lot under that other video. If you have that weapon in your vehicle, you must comply with holster rules. A holster. That's it, a holster. And the age is 21 years old. Okay. The only other thing outside of 21-year-olds for permitless carry is 18 years old, and that's if you're active duty military. Active duty military. Permitless carriers must be 21 plus and carry in a holster, open or concealed. It must be in a holster. LTC holders have a broader statutory protection. Legal identity and background verification through background check verified through, this is for LTC, through background check verified through DPS and fingerprints. That's already done for the individual to have this, like their license. For a permitless carry, of course, no, it's no, because you don't have a license, so you didn't go through any of this. But you will always be subjected to the NICS check. LTC proves you passed the DPS run background check. Permitless carriers have no on record verification unless arrested. Statutory defense in court for certain offenses. LTC, several defenses are available under Texas Penal Code 46.03 and 46.035. Permitless carry, fewer or no defense. You just on your own. You're on your own. You are on your own. For example, an LTC holder has more legal defenses if mistakenly carry in a posted location or restricted location. That's another question I've been seeing. You, it's, if you have your license, you're going to receive more grace, and you're going to have an opportunity to, you know, correct a mistake if you accidentally go into a place where a sign is posted. But if you don't have your license, it's going to be a whole different story for you. Okay, mandatory training, use of force, de-escalation. Yes, LTC course covers laws, safe handling, de-escalation, storage, and deadly force. Permitless carry, no training required. Why? Because you just winging it. You just going by what you know. You are, and you don't have no coursework. So you just carrying. You just carrying. LTC training ensures carriers understand critical concepts and avoid mistakes that could lead to arrest or death. So those are that's the chart, or the comparison of carrying with a license versus carrying without a license. Texas carry signage 30.05, no unlicensed carry at all. So if you see you're getting ready to walk into a store, a facility, anything, you see that 30.05 sign, it means no unlicensed carry. It's criminal trespasses to charge. That can be a primary charge. Okay, the meaning prohibits anyone from entering with a firearm unless they hold a LTC. And I think earlier I said that this prohibited LTC, and that was a mistake on my part. Um, because this is for unlicensed carry, strictly for unlicensed carry. Now, these two, 30.06 and 30.07, are licensed carry. So if you see the 30.06 sign, no concealed carry by LTC holders. So meaning prohibits individuals with a concealed handgun license from entering while carrying concealed. Okay. 30.07, if you see this signage, no open carry by LTC holders, meaning it prohibits you, stops openly carrying license openly. That's what that does onto a property. And here are the signs: permitless, no permitless or license carry. Let's see, this is 30.05. This is actually, um, I'll correct this, but this is actually um, no permitless carry. So here it is. Person may not enter this property with a firearm. This is 30.06, no concealed carry license, license carriers only. So this 30.06 is no concealed carry for LTC licensed carriers. And then the last one is no open carry, licensed carriers only. So this is 30.07. So on the 30.07 LTC, no open carry, licensed carriers, LTC, no concealed carry with 30.06. And this one, 30.05, is no weapons on the premises, period. And we're going to go down to the penalties for violating the sign. If you violate 30.05, it applies to anyone with who carries a firearm without an LTC into a property that has posted the 30.05 sign forbidding unlicensed carry. It's a Class C misdemeanor, except if an offense occurs under specific circumstances that can raise it to a Class B or Class A, e.g., property of a higher education institution, critical infrastructure, or habitation. If the person receives a verbal or written notice, if the person receives verbal or written notice of the prohibition and still remains or re-enters, the charge may elevate to a Class A misdemeanor. 30.06, trespass by a license holder with a concealed handgun. If you are a licensed LTC holder who carries a concealed handgun onto a property after receiving notice that concealed carry is forbidden via the 30.06 sign, it's a Class C misdemeanor given oral notice and still failed to leave. The offense becomes a Class A carried handgun. If you are a licensed LTC holder who carries a handgun that concealed is forbidden. Sorry, let's see. Onto property after receiving notice that this shouldn't say concealed carry. This should say open carry right here. So I correct this. But notice that open carry is forbidden under 30.07. It's a Class C misdemeanor up to $200. Class A misdemeanor if you refuse to depart after oral notice, punishable by up to 1 year in jail and or $4,000 fine. Again, this right here should say open carry instead of concealed carry. And also keep in mind, these are the things that you can be charged with, but of course they can be enhanced depending on if an officer arrives at the scene, and then it's more like right here 30.05, that can lead to unlawful carry above just trespass. You know, so be cognizant, my good people, and whatever you do, keep coming back to this channel because I'm going to, and I have been already posting penal code laws because you all need to know y'all Texas penal code um, laws that you may be violating. You don't even realize that you're violating. So keep coming back. You keep coming back. I'm going to keep educating. All right. I've held you all long enough. Legal gangsters. This is Sean Lacey, aka Ms. Officer. Don't forget to share this. Don't forget to like. And all right. All righty. This is Sean Lacey. Love you guys. Signing out. Bye bye.